You'd think people would learn. Every election you get Hollywood celebrities and other semi-famous people swearing that they will leave the country if their candidate isn't elected. And of course it's usually the liberals doing this, not always, but usually. And this year there were a whole lot of them. With Trump running, not only was he particularly bad in their view, but leftists, they just don't seem to understand the concept of democracy. Not only was Trump particularly bad in their view, but he had a slim chance of winning. They thought they would never have to make good on their vow to leave the country or try to explain away why they weren't leaving the country. One really astounding thing about these people is where they said they would go. These leftists have been telling us not only not to be Islamophobic and that Muslim immigration is a wonderful, good thing, it's multicultural and it's nothing to be feared, but none of these people said that they were going to be moving to a Muslim country. They've told us what a wonderful cultural enrichment Latin American immigrants bring to this country, but none of them said he was going to Latin America. With one exception, George Lopez said that he jokingly said that he would move to Mexico. There he would be in the majority, as would Samuel L. Jackson if he had followed through with his threat to move to South Africa. Everybody else listed a destination. If they mentioned a destination, they listed one that had a much larger white majority than the U.S. did. They mentioned Canada, New Zealand, and Spain. But even more interesting than this is the number of leftists over the years, for decades, who have defended, even praised Marxist strongmen in Latin America. Castro in Cuba, Daniel Ortega in Nicaragua, and Nicolas Maduro and Hugo Chavez in the Marxist oppression and bankruptcy of Venezuela. None of these people, none of these fools even pretended, even claimed that they were going to move there. They didn't even joke about that possibility. Counting the 2008 elections and this year's elections, I voted for Hillary Clinton twice, and I voted against Donald Trump twice, and I'm still very apprehensive about what kind of a president he's going to be. But people, especially on the left, the regressive authoritarian left, just don't seem to quite comprehend that democracy doesn't always give you what you want. There's something in the left that is, ironically, very much like spoiled rich kids who just don't want to be told they can't always get what they want. They run to the streets and start fires when their candidate doesn't get elected. They want everything free, and it's no wonder some rich, appalling individual on the right can win the presidency. You have driven them into Donald Trump's arms.